Hey everybody out there, CD59 coming at you. Been a couple of weeks since I shot the last video rebarreling the Savage J series. God, this thing is a beast. Over 12 pounds with scope on it. Originally I was going to put the 22-250 stainless ER Shaw on here while it was away being threaded for the suppressors. You know, I thought I'm going to put this 243 on here and see how this barrel shoots. I'll be one step ahead of it. Due to the recoil factor, I'm going to leave the 243 on this one. Another one, this barrel right here where we're setting in the barrel bedding underneath here, this barrel is only 1/1000th of an inch larger than the original 220 Swift. I'm not going to worry about 1/1000th of an inch. I'm going to leave this one set just like that. That's going to be one gun done. A buddy of mine gave me that barrel when I went over to get it from him. If you remember, I also had the Stevens in a plastic stock, short action. I got this short action, so I said, hey, you know, you haven't got a wooden short action Savage stock kicking around someplace I can pick up off you, buy off you, and throw this other gun together. He says, no, I don't have a wood one. I said, I got a Bell & Carlson. So, well, Jesus Christ, that's even better yet. Ended up buying that from him. Did not know at the time, but I do now. There are 4 different bolt spacings on the Savage short actions, and it has to do with the different magazine types that go in them. This one here had the single feed. It's a blind mag, does not have the bottom door. It had the single stack feed. That puts, why I don't know, that puts these 2 bolts 440 thousandths apart, spacing on them. This one is made for a staggered feed magazine, and that puts them 2 holes 4.3 inches apart. You know, 1/10 of an inch. That's all it is. 1/10 of an inch. Half of a hole. They don't fit. So I buy it from him anyway. I keep looking. I look. I'll find one to fit in there. It's just a matter of time. The matter of time is after I brought that home, it's the very next day I walked into the gun store. They asked me, you still looking for Savages? Yeah, I am. I walk over there. 223. I open up the barrel. Stagger feed. Look at that. Can't go wrong. This thing is in beautiful, beautiful shape for a used gun. No AccuTrigger. It is before that era. Wood is very good on it. This thing right here, that's what's nice about these Savage Actions if you want to build your own rifle. This thing was a Winchester in this kind of condition, modern, current manufacture, used rack. It'd have a $700+ price tag on it. If it was a Ruger M77, it'd have a $700+ price tag on it. It's a Savage. Model 11, I think it was. I said, yeah, Model 11 Savage. $270 is a shade over 3 bills. Walk out the door, taxes and everything. Can't go wrong with that, can I? So now, my one gun, rebarreling, turned into a second gun, turned into a third gun. I'm all said, like say, this action on this one is going to fit in that Bell & Carlson, so that's going to give me this action in that wooden stock. Before it's all said and done, I'm just going to pop that washer out the bottom that supports the shoulder of the bolt, front action bolt. I'm going to epoxy a dowel, wooden dowel in there. I'm going to drill it 1/10 of an inch farther forward. This action will fit in this stock. There you go. I got 3 rifles in it. Money, what do I got into this whole thing so far? I give $225 for that gun complete. I give $300 for this one complete, tax and everything. I give $200 for the stock, 200 rounds of fully detailed brass, and a box of AMAX, 105 grain AMAXs that have never been opened for the 243. I'm pushing $1,000. I got 3 rifles in it. That's counting the ER Shaw barrel that's getting threaded right now. Of course, I got 2 barrels. Oh, I forgot. When he told me he had this barrel, he says, I also got a 20-inch 223 factory Savage barrel with very light use on it, already threaded. I said, dude, I'll be over to see you. As soon as I found that barrel, that rifle, I called him up, said, come and get it. I just picked it up today. That really cuts back on my expenses, but for $1,000, I'm going to have 3 rifles, providing I can get them to shoot straight. 3 rifles out in the dog towns. What else is new? With not so much with me, but with YouTube on my channel. What's happening? If you remember 2 years ago, in April, YouTube demonetized everybody and anybody that had anything to do with firearms, and probably a few other stuff out there, but as far as I'm concerned, firearms is what's concerning me and others like me, hunting channels. I went from I was just pushing it. I just hit the point where I was doing $100 a month. Thought, okay, this summer I'm going to do it. Boom, demonetized. Went back to making 50 cents, maybe $1 a day. I went on for a year and a half. Last September, 2018, excuse me. Poof, one day, 5th, 6th of September, I was monetized. I'm making $3 to $5 a day. Sometimes more, sometimes less. Sometimes you have a couple $3, $4, $3 days, you have a $10 day. September I got late start, I did like $180. October, November, December, January, February, I'm averaging $200 right on the money, 200, 210 bucks. Think, okay, that's why I'm going to do this stuff right here. It's time to start. Let's do it. Right in the middle, I get this one bought, I get that one bought. My channel, if you ever seen it, you have a page, you know what I'm talking about, the little green $ means your video is monetized. All of a sudden that green turns yellow and it says, not suitable for all advertisers. About 1/3 of my videos have been demonetized in that form. If there's no advertising on there, I don't make any money. YouTube don't make any money. YouTube don't make any money. YouTube does not promote your video. You might as well just throw it in the garbage can because it ain't going anywhere. They don't promote it when you're done watching a video and poof, the screen comes all these other videos you might want to watch. The right-hand column is full of them. Your video will never be on there if YouTube is not making money on it. So, what does that mean for hunting channels? 2 years from now, you want to see something hunting, you're going to have to type it in and go specifically to, you're going to have to go straight to somebody's channel and watch it. But we're not making any money. How many people are going to keep putting videos on there? The hunting, the shooting, it's pretty much, I feel it's going to be gone within a year, 2 years. This has nothing to do with advertising, not advertisers not wanting to advertise. It is submission. Free speech being shoved underneath. It's lying liberals is what it is. Southern California, it's YouTube, Google, take Facebook, Twitter, all of them. They're all of them. Every damn one of them is just as guilty. We'll see what happens. Hope for the best. I always try to stay optimistic on it, but I think this is the beginning of the end, folks. Regardless of what happens, I started this project, these 3. I'll show you what I'm going to do with all 3 of them. We'll get them out in the town. That'll be June, July. We'll shoot some dogs up with it, and we'll keep filling you in with what's happening. Thanks for sticking around. Have a good evening.